Did you know that there are about 2,000 islands in the ocean and millions around the planet? Some are little and others are enormous, but they all have varying sizes, temperatures, climates, flora and fauna. In this video, we shall be exploring the world's largest island. Before we continue, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button below. And remember to click the notification bell to be the first to know when we upload our videos. Greenland is one of the world's largest countries, but only a small portion of it is known to the rest of the world. Many people, in fact, still have misunderstandings about the stunning Arctic nation. For starters, Greenland is much more than glaciers and ice, and the country has layers of culture and history. We'll dispel some common misconceptions about Greenland and help you better understand the island. Let's start with the fundamentals. Greenland is the world's largest island, with a total area, including offshore islands, of 836,330 square miles. An ice cap covers over 80% of the land area. Even though the ice-free area is small, it is roughly the size of Sweden. It is one of the world's least densely populated countries, with a population of 56,480 people by 2017's estimate. Greenland is predominantly white due to the ice, snow, and glaciers that blanket most of the country. So how did it get the name Greenland when it isn't actually green? Eric the Red, an Icelandic killer who was deported to the island, inspired the name. He gave it the name Greenland to attract settlers. Greenland was, nevertheless, quite green more than 2.5 million years ago, according to scientists. According to a new study, old dirt was cryogenically preserved beneath approximately 2 miles of ice for millions of years. Greenland is a self-governing territory under the Danish kingdom. Although Greenland is geographically part of the North American continent, it has had a millennium of political and cultural ties to Europe. Greenland has been a Danish colony since 1721, but Denmark annexed the country in 1953. Greenland was awarded home rule by Denmark in 1979 and enhanced self-rule by Denmark in 2009, giving the Greenlandic government even more decision-making power and duties. When Greenland is ready, the new structure will allow it to take on additional responsibilities from Denmark progressively. According to historians, the earliest humans are considered to have landed in Greenland, approximately 2500 BC. After that, migrants appeared to have faded out, and numerous other groups from North America took their place. Norsemen from Iceland settled the uninhabited southern section of Greenland from the 10th century, but they vanished in the late 15th century. The Inuit arrived in the 13th century from Asia, and their bloodline has lasted to this day. Most Inuit Greenlanders are their direct descendants, and they still follow some of the centuries-old customs. Humans have inhabited Greenland for over 4,500 years. Greenland's population is now 88% Inuit, mostly Kalaallit, or mixed Danish and Inuit. The remaining 12% are of European ancestry, primarily Danish. Honestly, Greenlanders despise the term Eskimos. Instead, they insist on Inuit or Kalaallit, which literally translates to Greenlander in the native Inuit language of Kalaallit. Inuit Greenlanders have close ties to Inuits in other regions of the world, such as Canada and Alaska, and their languages have some commonalities as well. The majority speaks Greenlandic, mostly Kalaallit, and Danish of the inhabitants. Since the introduction of home rule in 1979, the two languages have been used in public activities. In today's schools, students are taught both languages and English. Greenlandic is a fascinating language with a rich history that is closely connected to Canadian Inuit languages such as Inuktitut. Other languages have adopted Greenlandic vocabulary like kayak and igloo directly. With the country's land area being 2.16 million square kilometers, there are no roads or railways connecting communities. Within the towns, there are roads, but they only go to the periphery. As a result, the only way to go between the settlements is by plane, boat, helicopter, snowmobile, or dog sled. Boats are by far the most popular method of travel, and inhabitants can often be seen cruising the fjords throughout the summer. In Greenland, fishing is a major industry. The country imports practically everything except fish, seafood, and other creatures killed in Greenland, such as whales and seals. Each administrative region is allotted a quota of whales, seals, and fish, guaranteeing no overfishing. The blue whale, for example, is a protected species that cannot be fished. Whale and seal meat cannot be exported, they are only consumed locally. Nuuk, Greenland's capital, is home to over a quarter of the country's population. The city is vibrant and funky, and is the island's largest and most cosmopolitan municipality, with a surprising number of museums, chic cafes, and designer boutiques for its tiny size. The city is surrounded by mountains, and is at the mouth of a massive fjord system, allowing for simple day outings into the fjords and surrounding wildlife. You may also visit the National Museum of Greenland, the Katuak Cultural House, and the Nuuk Art Museum to enjoy the country's culture. Every year, from May 25th to July 25th, the sun does not set and is visible throughout the day and night. The so-called midnight sun is a fascinating natural phenomenon that everyone should see at least once in their lives. Greenland celebrates the summer solstice on June 21st, the longest day of the year, as a national holiday. Locals might be found soaking up the sun or grilling out in the open air. Would you like to visit the world's largest island? Do let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to be the first to watch new videos on this channel.